I'm meteorologist Kim Castro, based out of Houston, Texas, from KHOU 11 News. We've just received the last update from the National Hurricane Center on post-tropical storm Ian, and I want to give you the latest information and the threats that still continue for today and into tomorrow. It is Saturday, October 1st. Let me get you started on what we're looking at here on infrared satellite imagery. The storm has weakened significantly. Right now, maximum sustained winds at 25 miles an hour. It is moving to the north-northeast at 10 miles an hour. Pressure has risen, meaning the storm is weakening. It is expected to fall apart between Virginia and North Carolina here later on today. As we've seen in the last 24 hours or so, still quite a bit of rain coming down with this system. It's scooping up a lot of tropical moisture from even the Caribbean. And we're seeing it, though, being choked off by quite a bit of dry air from the west. So the rainfall rates that we've seen anywhere between 1 to 7 inches over the last 48 hours has been reduced over the last 24 hours. For South Carolina, Charleston area, over the last 24 hours, you've seen about 3 inches. If we scale it back, the area as a whole got closer to 7 inches of rain. North Carolina coast, anywhere between 2 to upwards of 3 inches of rain in those areas that you see the orange, and those impacts extend pretty far inland. Again, the moisture depth with Ian has been pretty shocking, and it has had widespread impacts. In fact, we've seen rain reach up into New York, and we'll continue to see some rain potential that could be problematic in terms of street flooding and flash flooding from New York to New Jersey, Delaware, and especially going to be true for West Virginia. There is a 1 to 2 probability on the 1 to 4 scale for flash flood potential, so that's something that we'll have to be watching closely when it comes to the remnants of what was a powerful, almost Category 5 Hurricane Ian at its peak with 155-mile-an-hour winds. In terms of the rest of the tropics, we're watching a wave that's come off the west coast of Africa. The National Hurricane Center giving it a 70% chance for development over the next 5 days, but it just doesn't look very impressive. In fact, on satellite infrared imagery, you could see it's a wave of storms and shower activity. It will encounter pretty favorable conditions for slow development, so we'll keep an eye on it, but even so, it has a long ways to travel. If it were to come to the vicinity of the continental U.S., which is not showing any signs of doing that, we still have a long time to watch it, close to 2 weeks. That's how far out it is. The next storm that we do get would take on the name Julia. That's the next name on the list. From then we go on to Carl and Lisa. Again, my name is Kim Castro. I am on social media. These are my platforms. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I have been getting your messages and I've been responding to any questions you may have. So if you have any additional questions or you just want to keep up with the tropics, you can find me there and, of course, on YouTube. Have a great day.